Hello, everyone, and welcome to That Which Gave Chase, a faux PS1 style horror game with a fairly original premise. Apparently, we play as the handler of a dog sled team tasked with bringing a scientist on an expedition into the frozen Arctic. From the screenshots and from this cozy yet foreboding image that we've got right here, I feel like it's got almost like a Jack London-esque attitude, where basically it's this beautiful, serene space if you appreciate it, but you're nevertheless constantly aware of just how unforgiving and brutal it is. Well, let's adjust our brightness, because I can tell that atmospherics are going to be a big part of this. You know, I'm really interested so far in the lack of music. It seems like it really wants you to stew in the environment, which is a very good philosophy to have when it comes to this setting. But I've already given my intro, so let's go. Oh, hey. Are you our travel companion? The person we're tasked with escorting? We should keep moving. Yes, certainly. Okay, we have an inventory. Ah, there we go. With 3, we can bring out our lantern. You know, not only are we alone in the wilderness, we're alone with this guy. I'm not reassured by that gesture. Oh, you're taking a drink. Now, presumably for us, this is just a contract. We actually have no idea who this guy is or what his actual research objectives are. But he has a gun, and it seems like I don't. Oh, look, the little paw prints in the snow. At least we got 4 of these guys to oversee us. Oh, they even look at us, and we can pet the dogs. They even, like, anticipate being pet. Oh, it's click and drag. I even just got an achievement for it. Oh. Okay, every one of you is getting pet. You too. And you. Ooh, you've got green eyes. And we even get an achievement for petting all the dogs. I love this game already. But yeah, like I was saying, not only are we alone with nature, we're alone with him. Are we sure that we can trust him? Well, let's hop on board. He's gonna get in front of us. We can lift anchor, and the dogs take off. Oh, and it seems like I'm basically controlling the dogs more than myself. The store page did say that it's physics-based, so forgive my impatience. I placed a lot of trust in you. Yeah, you're telling me. Wish I didn't have to, but my hand is forced. Nice with a vote of confidence. Time will show if you're the right person for the job. Well, to be honest, it's kind of my first day on the job. It was a fortunate thing for both of us that I found you when I did. I can tell you're determined, willing to brave the cold when few others would. Your efforts will not go unnoticed. What do you mean by that? I hope you mean a fat paycheck, but that was sort of ominously worded. Oh, look, this impenetrable wall of fog in front of us. Nothing but that, our light, and the sound of 4 dogs running across the snow. I think much will come of this. It's time for me to return, to finish the work I have started. Why don't you tell me about that work? I'd love to have the conversation on this lonely night. So, whatever this is that you're heading towards, you've been out here before. And it's the next morning. Oh, what an intro. That actually gave me chills. Keep steady. Okay, we can tilt the sled. I'm not sure what that does. Oh! And we fell over. Okay, we don't want to tilt the sled. Get your act together. I'm sorry, I've never done this before. Okay, so note to self, do not tilt the sled. Unless we end up, like, sideways or something. But let's try and keep to flatter ground if we can at all help it. Yeah, we've definitely got a lead with the dogs. It actually... We've got to account for our turning radius. And we can S to brake, so we can slow down a bit if we need to. It sure was nice of nature to create this convenient corridor for us so we don't get lost. I wonder if it'll keep doing that throughout. I have no idea what the tipping point is, but, yeah, okay, so tilting the sled has nothing to do with steering and everything to do with keeping us upright. Maybe we've got to come this way? Man, I really wish I knew where I was going, and I really hope that I'm saying this as a thought and not out loud. After what just happened, I imagine this guy is starting to suspect it's my first time. Anyway, let's keep on going. Man, I can almost feel the cold watching these snowflakes whip around us. I can definitely feel the wind. I feel like I've always been susceptible to things like this. The cabin should be close. Oh good, there's a cabin. If they're still here, we'll meet them soon. Who's them? Do you have a team out here? Oh, who am I kidding? That's way too good to be true. Oh, there it is! I imagine that's it, unless it's some kind of snow mirage. Which I certainly wouldn't rule out. Look at it at the base of this mountain. Oh, it's almost like being on Minmus in Kerbal Space Program. Alright, let's drop the anchor. Come on. Where can I... There we go. We can't interact with you. Can we pet you? God, you're creepy looking. Is there something over there? Hang on. You can stay here if you hand me your lantern. Okay, here you go. You go set up shop. I'm gonna go see what that is in the distance. Not what I wanted. Why are we progressing on foot, and why am I so far behind you? No, don't go over the hill. Don't go over the hill. Don't go over the hill. I do not want to be lost. Not much further. Well, at least the wind seems to have died down. Remember that this is just the first step. All your efforts up to this point will be matched twofold, or worse. This is always the true test. One I have failed again and again. What is this that I'm seeing? I think I'm having a medical emergency. I'll certainly take that. Okay, and we can aim down the sights with right-click. Food. Okay, well, I've played enough Hunter Call of the Wild to know we've got to go for a double lung heart shot. If it has 2 hearts, we might be playing Hog Hunter 2021. Oh, look. It's so white we can't see anything but what's immediately around us. A nature so homogeneous and yet so varied. Very well. You may be of some use after all. Yeah, well, I got you here, didn't I? That's actually some nice animation, taking a sip from your canteen and then shaking your head. Almost ruined. Almost ruined? What is that? Their behavior remains strange to me, though I understand it much better now. Where did you go? Where did you go? No dogs, no scientists. Oh, these sudden cuts are like a fever dream. Shift to run. Shift to run. Why do I have to press shift to run? Oh, these trees keep appearing on the edge of the fog. There's no clearly defined path either now that it's opened up. How do I... Where am I going? I'm just gonna keep following the open path. That's gotta be... Am I just continuing to hunt? I feel bad because I wasn't told to do that. Maybe it's not the right thing to do? Like little mushrooms. And I can... Wait. I hear something. No! No! It's actually attacking. Oh, they're hostile! Do I need you? Do I need to keep collecting more? So they eat these mushrooms and... maybe that makes them aggressive, or maybe this is just how they are and they're just defending their territory. I can use it, apparently. Oh, I can just throw them. But I can pick them back up. Maybe I use them as bait? What is it that we're... I really wish I knew what we were out here trying to do. Seems like I don't actually need bait. And instead of being deterred by the gunshots, they're seemingly drawn towards me. Oh, they're just coming out of the fog like some kind of demonic presence. It's almost like they're deliberately trying to circle me. But what is it that I'm actually supposed to be getting from them? And where has my companion gone? More mushrooms? Maybe we can try tossing it out? And they'll stop and graze. And then immediately resume the attack. Okay. See, this really is like a fever dream, not just because of the quick cuts, but also the ambiguity. These things that we should know what we're doing, but we just don't. Okay, watch our fire. I actually didn't get to pay close enough attention. Was that a cross you were kneeling by with something on the ground, or was it just the sign? The path splits. We built these to serve as guideposts. You'll learn not to place much trust in your senses here. My senses aren't doing much work. Least of all, your memory. Maybe these cuts aren't just to keep things moving. Maybe it's the actual experience of our character. Does that mean that, in addition to losing time, maybe we just can't straight up trust some of the scenes even really happening? Alright, let's get moving. It's the only thing we can do. Lift anchor and away with us. Yep. More use, guys. Are you going to be a threat while we're on the sled? I can't raise my rifle. Oh, you will chase us. Okay, mush. Doesn't seem like they chase us very far, but they will try to keep us at bay. Alright, so we've got to keep our distance. I imagine they'll probably try to knock us over. No, you don't. Examine the sign. It will show us the way. Come on. Ugh. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Let me out. Yeah, that's right. You get on out of here. Will you help to defend us? That I wonder. It must be this way. I recall our first crossing. Out on the great sea ice, with no landmarks to guide us. Hearts unyielding in the face of endless struggle. I knew the way would reveal itself to us eventually. Oh, look at that grin. You're starting to be in higher spirits, it seems. Then again, maybe that's not water in your canteen. You on? Away we go. Oh man, you guys really aren't making it easy for us to avoid you. Still, it is nice to be just observing these herds instead of shooting them all the time. What's this over here? We should examine the signposts. Okay, that one over here. Yeah, when you guys are facing straight on, you don't even look like yourselves. You look like something crumpled on the ground. Yep. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Through here. Do you see? There's no need to worry. Yeah, that is the face of trust me. We persevere. We are rewarded. That's the Jack London attitude, alright. Let's go. I could never wrap my head around the people who went on these, like, expeditions into northern Canada, into Antarctica. It just seems so crazy to me that people would be willing to bet their one and only life on stuff like this. But I suppose that's how mankind advances. I mean, it's just crazy to me that people would leave the safety of their home for this, all in the name of curiosity. Empty. Here, your lantern. I'm thinking we should probably both have lanterns. Let's continue. This is no place for rest. I mean, it probably is. Looks pretty good. Looks better than literally everything else. Plus, it's small, so if we huddle together with the dogs, it'll be warm and cute. I guess we've got to go look at that shadow cast. So since you said no one here, presumably there were people in the other shack. Thus emphasizing just how far we've come. And just how far help is. Well, let's be real, at this point, help isn't coming. Well, let's go. I really do have to play The Long Dark on this channel. I tried playing the story years ago, and it was only up to episode 2, so I didn't get very far. But after playing this, I certainly see how the mood can fit the channel. Look at these tall mountains on either side. It actually looks like there's something on top of that one. You've gotten this far, Musher. Yeah, we'll see how that keeps up. When I first came through here, I understood so very little. Not unlike you. Perhaps it was vain ambition that first led me to go further than any of my companions deemed responsible. That lies in the past. I know now what my purpose is. It's the journey itself that draws us. Give your life to the pursuit of one thing, and your hard work will be rewarded. I still have yet to understand what reward we're allegedly pushing towards. This place is the sieve. Pass through, and you shall find all your imagined woes have been left behind. But know this, the ghosts that give chase through the gray will never leave your side, no matter how far you go. What a time to resume the spooky talk. There's that glow again. When we first came through, as if dragged from a rope. So we asked them, "Do you wish to leave?" What do you mean? Oh, sorry, you just look really spooky without the glasses, and the shadow makes it look like you have no nose. Have I told you what became of that deathless deer? You have not. My expedition was slipping through my fingers. We were being humiliated by the conditions, and all efforts to chart a course were fruitless. Yet somehow these stupid creatures were able to not just survive, but thrive. Deathless deer. Yeah, I suppose that does provide a contrast. The way they live out here in huge numbers, and yet we, with all our knowledge, are able to just barely get by. I wonder, are there conditions up there that are truly this blind? Where did you go? Hang on. We've lost somebody. This is why he should have been carrying a lantern. Let's pet the doll. Look, they love that so much. You want to know what I think? I think you've gotten us lost, Musher. I got out to look for you. And I haven't gotten us lost. We're still... As long as we're moving, we're not lost. But then again, maybe this isn't territory we want to be in. How did they navigate? I think that's what we need to learn. Whatever trick they're employing, that's what we need. Look, see? Lost? You are surprisingly smug in very few pixels. And as long as these things are still about, we are not lost. Let's just keep swimming. It's just by simply asking that question, you made me doubt myself. A game that never gave me any reason to believe I could get lost. Now where are you taking us? To where these guys hang out, I guess. I just think they're tasty. Also, we kind of got beef. I kind of killed a lot of their friends. We were eager to study these animals. To learn how they could thrive in such an unforgiving place. Oh, look, they're like dolphins. Riding alongside us. We withheld one from its herd. 5 of us in tow of the deer, though we were not content in simply being led across. How did it know where to go? How did it chart its course? One said the animal could hear the faint beating of hooves across the ice, so he cut off its ears. Another proposed it could see the slightest indentations in the snow, and we took out its eyes. Yet we emerged on the other side, and the creature was reunited with its herd as if it knew things it could not have been taught, or used senses we couldn't take from it. And now I'm just as fascinated as you. Also, your research violates multiple ethics rules. See? We persevere. I think, if anything, the deer persevered in that story. If you ever come to doubt your decision to come here, think about where you were when I found you. What your life was. Here, your life will mean something. I've brought you here for a specific purpose. So listen closely. Oh god! Go, 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 go! I always knew I'd go out like Mufasa. Run, run, run! Go! A little faster, please! We cannot tip over now! No! I'm not looking to die today! Where are we going now? Oh, it's gotten so narrow. And we're sliding towards the edge. And I guess we made it? Get my act together. Probably 20 plus tries. Good God. Well, let's keep moving, I guess. Actually, wait. No. Nope, 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 nope. They're all getting pets after that. Now we can move. Yeah, really hard to compensate for sudden terrain changes when you can't see the terrain. And let's try and stay in the open, because maneuvering through these trees is going to be quite difficult. Here we are. So they went from being a simple element to basically being the whole reason we're here. Learning about... Where did you go? I can barely see, but I don't see you. For the outsider, the one who is being led, we see you too. I imagine that's probably me. And what an interesting way to flip that. I'm the one mushing the dogs, and yet it is I who's being led out here by someone who claims to know what they're doing. Wait, what is that? Those mushroom specimens in a jar. Come on. Entrance to the eastern site, March 18th, 1892. I'm not sure what purpose my writing could serve, but I still find value in it. Perhaps it's just for my own sanity. Writing helps me recall, helps me separate my own thoughts and memories from theirs. This is, after all, what I'm paid to do. We've all settled into our roles rather well, with one glaring exception. So it used to be a crew. I wonder if this guy wasn't maybe the odd one out. One thing is certain. Here we are, completely at the mercy of the conditions. All attempts at crossing this thick mist on our own have failed, with neither water, sky, nor ice blink to guide us. We always end up right where we started. When the place chooses to give directions, we have no choice but to follow. So it's almost like they saw the linearity that we've been seeing as, like, intentional. Oh, there's something on the floor as well. But what is it? Some kind of drawing of a coastline? What happens if we head outside again? You're still here, but where has our companion gone? You better start paying attention. We're not safe here. Not safe how? That thing... I mean, so far they've been mostly content to stay away from us, as long as we stayed away from them. That stampede, we were just in the way. Presumably. But when we're on our own, that's when they seem to get more aggressive. Yes, dogs, I'm sorry for making you go uphill. Is that the edge of the map? You're refusing to go any farther. There we go. Keep to the narrow passes, although that didn't work out in the stampede section. It's certainly useful for navigation. Come on. I'm sorry, the music has appeared and that has me nervous. You may continue to retrace the steps that brought you here. They will never alter. Examine the sign. It'll show us the way. Are you gonna start something with us? This way. Don't worry. Here we're all bound to its grip. My body unable to move. Oh! My memory's no longer my own. Could that be some of the flashes we've seen? Memories that weren't actually ours? Sorry, it's really difficult to look at the screen and subtitles at the same time. Oh no, it's one of you. See, when you're facing head on, I can't tell what you are. I thought that actually looked kind of like a person. Yeah, that's actually one of the more annoying things about this game, is having to, like, glance to the bottom of the screen when something crazy is happening. But I was able to reach you. And be your guide. Now we're much the same. I really don't like that Jack Nicholson smile. You spent your whole life here. Just you and your dogs. An outsider. I know what that's like. When we arrived, we were outsiders to this place. A cause of imbalance. But it took a liking to us. Oh, this is getting creepy. The slow realization that we are alone. As long as I'm needed, I'm unable to leave. Now gone is the fear and the doubt. All paths have been revealed to me, yours and mine. You are the wilderness speaking through a host. My task is reduced to something so simple. To follow. That whole field is mushrooms. In viewing the events that led up to this moment, understand that I have been asked to play the part of the opposer, standing not in the way, but alongside it. Who by ingesting poison let rot set in, and replaced old flesh with new. Well, it doesn't seem we have a choice. I could tell you that I planned for this course of events to take place, but I know better than that now. Not unlike you, I'm a victim of circumstance. Do not ask me to reason. reasoning of your own mind may be as impenetrable to you as the reasoning of others. The sum of a half-remembered feeling and a long-forgotten dream. To you, I was a hand in the dark. A stranger stood waiting in a forest. I took you in, trod the path you followed so effortlessly. Now, just as I brought you here, you will bring me out. Huh. I can't move. What is... I'm nailed to the... I'm nailed to a chair. Nailed to a chair in a dark cave? Okay, this story is just, taking some real interesting turns. Or wait, are these nails, or are they... They're the mushrooms. Are they growing out of me? So eating these is how we regain our strength. Not only that, but allows us to see in the dark momentarily. And now we've got to hunt you down. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. Recall that on the outskirts of the borders of this place sits a small village, dug in among the pines. Is that where I'm heading? Or is that where he's heading? I love the way this game is telling its story. It's almost giving life to that feeling you have when you're on a big trip, and you start to become so immersed in it that it starts to feel like it's always been this way, like you can't even remember anything before it. And the way we come in as a guide, despite having no idea where we're going, the way the conversations with our only company start off a little cryptic, but more or less friendly. Until slowly he drops hints the further we get from civilization that he already knows what it is we're out here to see. That he's been taken by this place on an expedition not unlike ours, and he's leading us down that path, presumably in some kind of bargain with nature itself to trade. Well, let's wade in. Where'd he go? I mean, maybe there's still time to stop him. And that is the impression that I get. I get the impression that this is like us crawling down the throat of nature itself. And I don't know at this point whether to take this as something literally hostile, something literally alive, or just it being personified through what it's done to him and what exposure has done to him. Then again, he seems to have found greater purpose in it, but he also wants out of it. And he took our dogs, too. Gotta find him and go John Wick on him. Should have shot him when I got the chance. I do wonder what would have happened if I had tried to do that earlier on. If I had seen this coming. To be truthful, though, I think my sin is the same as his. I sort of had an inkling that he was going to do this, but I wanted to see where it would lead nonetheless. Speaking of seeing where things will lead... Oh, I got your number now. Unfortunately, I don't have a rifle, so I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing once I reach you. Still, he didn't kill me. He needs me to be a replacement for him. And maybe we need to find more of these mushrooms. Maybe they'll give me that Popeye spinach boost that I need to get this done. Yep, they definitely came this way, but given what he said, I wonder if the terrain was like this when he came through? Or if this isn't nature guiding me to take back what's trying to leave it. There are gaps, so at times we'll have to be careful to stay on the trail and not lose it. Here it opens up, yet now that I have a trail to follow... Now that there's a trail to follow, there's nothing to stop me, even in the open expanse, that... Actually, he would probably have quite a bit of difficulty in navigating. Then again, are you gonna be playing nice? There will be times where we may have to go around. Oh no. Oh, I've lost the trail. I mean, I say I've lost the trail. I saw that stuff despawn. I saw the scene change. You can't fool me. Better have a definitely gonna die snack to clear things up. Did I just see something right there? That was your expedition, was it? And that's where you are now. Am I seeing the shadow of your past, or can you just not see me? I was trying to be philosophical there, and act like maybe it's made me like an invisible force of nature that follows him, but I see now that it's more like the Batman, like, detective vision. Sorry. Follow the reindeer, they know what's up. You should not have showed me this trick, buddy. Come on. I keep thinking I see things moving on the edge of the fog, but I don't think that's really the case. You know, when there's nothing around, there's really almost no point to the lantern. Shafts of light from above. Are we perhaps getting closer to something? There's the trail again, but which way? The sled tracks don't help us, but the dog tracks do. Even when we're separated, they're still my little homies. And it seems we're back on the trail. Then again, he did say that they will not alter, that they will not differ. Maybe this is what he was doing before he met us. before by sheer chance we happened upon him. And in that moment he saw his opportunity. But then maybe we'll have to do the same to some other poor unfortunate soul. So he couldn't keep the thing upright, huh? You thought it was so easy. Well, who's laughing now? It looks like the dogs all ran off in different directions. Okay, well, let's follow them. Oh, why couldn't they have stayed together? I'm coming. I'm coming. There you are. Hey there. Aww. And we still get to pet you. Okay, I was wondering what I had become, but, no, we are still together, and they still recognize us as friends. Oh yeah, we are putting together an army now. We're gonna go maul this guy. Where are you at? That's 2 out of 4, and we found a cabin. Wait, no, get back here. I want to pet you. Get back here. No, they're right. We've got a job to do. Nope, nope, nope. This is for me. This is for me. It's not healthy for dogs. Or for me. I don't think you're our friend. You're all starved and emaciated, but maybe you're part of his expedition. Frozen and preserved. Knife incisions recent. No, no, no. This was our friendo. But why would he need to kill any others? Anything here? No. How did we know to follow it? After days lost in mist, the ice blink led us here. I've had so much time to think without arriving any closer to the truth. None of us are fully lost. We are still here, content with reliving the past through its eyes. It has shown me answers to questions long forgotten. I no longer recall how to ask my own. He wishes to bring it out, to let it do there what it has done here. I don't know whether to stop him or help him. Let him rot in his cave. I prepare for one final journey and pray it leads me elsewhere, or nowhere at all. Not here. So you're gonna get out or die trying. And you know what? That can be arranged. Let's grab some of these mushrooms. Can't break these jars open, really? Everything is kept safe from the noise of time. Northern Sight Variant A. See, my head is just spinning with ideas right now. Is there really something... Ooh, I didn't even notice you. Is there really something supernatural going on here? Something entirely natural, or even just insanity brought on by these mushrooms? It looks like your stomach cavity has been entirely hollowed out. Frozen in time and frozen literally. Curious that the task of mapping this place befell the botanist, who prior to this excursion had barely left the confines of his hometown. His drawings mean to resemble cartography. Surely whorls and tendrils are still on his mind. The borders swirl, stretching out across the impossible sea ice, connecting each grove in a wretched web. Every day he tries to perfect his distillations, hoping to be given insight into some great truth. I am patient. I will continue to review his work. The writing in this is so delightfully turn of the century. The isolation of it all. But the unknown of what's out here, and more importantly, the terror of not knowing if this will be your tomb. If you'll never see your hometown again. If this will be the last thing you know. But then, as per Jack London, there's also the primal determination. The voice that says, "Not today!" Okay, where are you? That came from this way? I'm happy to begin the hunt, but I don't think we can do it like this. You there. Oh, yeah, you. From over here. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep zigging and zagging, boys. Zigging and zagging. The squad is getting put back together. Zigging, zagging, and finding cover. No idea how you're taking shots at me. But the gun is all we need. We don't need any light to draw attention. Oh, what if this guy started emulating dog howls? Ah, you came back to the sled. Good boy. Oh, very, very good, all of you. Now let's get this thing back going again. Leave him stranded. I almost feel like I should have just gone hunting. He still has his rifle. I'm really worried that I'm at a disadvantage. I'm also getting teleported randomly. Do not think I can't see that. Howdy, bucko. I am solely live and let live here. Well, except with one guy, and as far as I know, we might be able to strike an alliance. Our interests seem to be aligned there. Actually, wait, what am I doing? Let's follow them. Go the direction they go. I mean, have I learned nothing? Which way are you going? Yep. No longer coming towards us. I think you're my best bet. And again, you are faster than us, too. Huh. We've got a herd forming. And I'm excited to be part of it. Haha, maybe we'll even get to form a stampede and run that guy down. Now that would be some sweet revenge. Then again, I also really hope you're not leading me astray. Yep, there we... Oh. Forgot you had a rifle. My plan was to just kind of trample you to death. Actually, I was looking for you, you know? I was going to give you a ride home, is what I meant. And just like that, we're back to square one. You're only in my peripheral vision! Okay. Where are you? Let's keep ourselves loaded up. That wasn't really you, was it? Or... Nope! I can barely even hear the gunshots! Yeah. I don't know how I'm meant to interpret what's going on here, but all I know, all I've been taught throughout this, is that the only way out is through. So I'm gonna keep doing what it wants, whatever it asks of me. And keep my ears out for any potential hostilities that don't come from nature itself. Because you're the unnatural one. It may have taken a liking to you, but I'm cuter. And it's got a new pet. Maybe there's even value in following the direction of the wind while we're out here. Or at least that's what I've been applying. Then again, you don't seem to be deterred by being repeatedly shot in the face. And sometimes you'll do nothing at all. Sorry, I thought you were a deer. Now, feel like we should probably be taking that. I've just realized, and maybe I'm dumb for realizing so late, you've been drinking this stuff out of your canteen this whole time, haven't you? I probably should have been using it during that whole encounter, huh? Bottoms up. Haha. I guess our dogs came back to us and we kept our boss. It feels weird calling him that. As a trophy. And I am gonna mount his head on my wall, I tell you what. Well, unless defeating him has only accomplished us being forced to wander the Great White forever with a corpse strapped to us. But at least we won't have to hunt the deer for food. Oop. Now, I'm not going to do it on purpose, but how funny would it be to flip over with you in here? I bet you'd have nothing to say about that, huh? And you know, with you gone, things are surprisingly calmer. These dogs are actually much better company than you ever were. Although I do have to ask, why am I bringing you back again? Because I know it's like the 1890s or whatever, but I'd really rather not have the forensic evidence. I mean, it was self-defense, but shots 3 and 4 might have been a little bit overkill. That which gave chase. Bravo. Bravo. That was really, really good. It was so incredibly original. In more ways than one. Not only from the perspective of controlling a dog sled team, but in the themes that it goes into, in the environment. And I feel like this is one of those rare games where the faux PS1 aesthetic actually does complement it by limiting your visibility in a way that actually is sort of like snow haze. And I got the achievement, the one being led. I love how the whole game just has this slow sinking feeling to it as you realize what you've gotten yourself into. As you start to think about how wrong this all feels, and that you've gotten yourself stranded way out in the middle of nowhere with somebody who has intentions for you that you maybe can't even understand. And you start to wonder if he's not maybe right, or if that's something you should be afraid of, or if you should just be afraid of him. And the thing is, every aspect of the way the story is told serves to enhance the feelings that it's going for. The feelings of isolation, the feelings of distrust in the very few other elements around you. I thought at first that I wasn't going to like the use of sudden jump cuts, but it actually serves to make it feel like a lot of time is passing, even though you've only been sat down for barely an hour. And the value in that is that you start to feel what your character would feel, that you're losing yourself in nature and truly losing your sense of self. You start to feel like you've always been here, like you've never known anything else. I love that ambiguity in the ending, in not knowing if he just snapped or if there was actually something more guiding him, or if we're the ones that snapped. Or for that matter, if that ending was us triumphantly going off into the wilderness, able to find our way home now, or if it was us becoming just as lost as him. I mean, now that you're here, you're trapped, but you chose to come here. You left the comfort of your home because you were curious, or you wanted to push yourself, or for some reason you decided that this situation that you're in right now would be what you wanted for yourself. And maybe you're regretting it, maybe you're not, and you want to push forward, but either way, you're here now. It's the contrast of the dropping stomach with the rising curiosity. And I love this game for capturing that. But if you liked this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.